Good morning. All right. Hi, friends. List is open. Good morning. Okay. Let's start out with a collective. If you're interested in booking in for a reading, these are only available on weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. All of the information is in the description. Readings range from $5 to $30. You can take your pick. I accept PayPal, CashApp, and Venmo. Okay. So, good morning. It is cold outside. Very cold. If you'd like to join our money mastermind group, figure out how you can manifest abundance, change your relationship to money, the information is down below. If you want to figure out how to manifest an X-Back and join our course, Conquering the Void, information is down below. If you want to join our soul mastery group, where you get a ton of stuff, $10 a month, that is listed down below as well. All right, let's see what's going on. See what's up. All right, Spirit, November 18th. What do we need to know? What's coming? What do we need to know? What is coming, please? November 18th. What's up? Yuck. Yuck. Okay. Gross. So we do have the Five of Swords here. Okay. We got Five of Swords. Five of Swords, it can talk of someone who is either verbally or emotionally abusive. Stephanie, got you. Thank you. We got 9 spots left. Or it can just talk of like a bully, someone who is very aggressive. They don't really care. They don't really care how many bridges they burn as long as they come out the perceived winner. Okay. We then have the 10 of Cups, interestingly enough. And then we have the 9 of Swords, depression, anxiety, insomnia. Overall energy, we have the 6 of Swords and the Hermit. 6 of Swords is an energy of moving on to calmer waters. Hermit is Virgo energy. And it's a call to go within, spend some time in isolation, spend some time in meditation to find the answers you're looking for. Yeah, this looks to me like making the choice, even though there's anxiety, there's worry about leaving this in the past. I think there's a choice that's been made here to leave this behind. The issue is this person, this Five of Swords person, they probably made a lot of promises regarding a happy home, regarding what they were going to be able to, what they were going to offer you, right? And there's concern about leaving this behind, like maybe I'll never find that again. But here's the thing, someone who is narcissistic, someone who is an abuser in some way, you're never going to be able to have this happy home life with them. It's never going to be what they promised it to be, because that's not who they are. They're Five of Swords. They're an abuser in some way. And so there is depression over leaving this behind. Maybe it was the only time that someone promised all of this happiness to you. But I think if you go within, if you take the time to go within and really look at this, you're going to realize like it was never going to happen, not with that person. And it's time for me to move on to calmer waters. It's time for me to find a different dream. Yeah. Top of the deck, we do have the High Priestess, so make sure you're going within, okay? So, hi, Alice. Yes, Stephanie, I got you. You're first on my list. So, leaving that dream behind. Let's see. What are some themes that we're going to be dealing with this weekend? What's going to be coming up? What's going to be coming up this weekend for the collective? Interesting. Can we get one more? Thank you. Yeah. So we do have synchronicity here. So you might be seeing 555, 777, 1111, that kind of thing. Synchronicity is how the universe talks to us, is how they communicate with us. And then we have follow your dreams. So it's interesting that I just pulled that spread about leaving a dream behind. Time to find a new dream, especially in terms of a love partnership here. Okay. Yeah. Top of the deck, we do have completion, allow this situation to end, and then we have physical activity. So if you're having a hard time letting this go, get out of your head and get into your body, all right? Go for a walk, go for a run. Take a yoga class, okay? Out of your head and into your body. That's what I have for you. All right, we got 9 spots left on the list. Stephanie, what kind of extended reading would you like? Do you want what's next in life? Do you want an X reading? What are we doing? No. We can do a what's next in life, and that includes what's next in life, what's next in love, and then I'll also pull a spiritual message for you. The X reading is what's going on in their 3D world, messages from them, what's next in the connection. So it's up to you. Do you want to hear more about them, or do you want to hear more about what's coming up for you? So what's next in life? That's what you want? Okay. Just a reminder, guys, the twin flame readings are still available. There's still a few left. Those are private readings. They're up on the website. You can also join our groups if you like. Okay. Interesting. All right. I do see you meeting somebody or reconciling or whatever the situation is in December, but by January it will be ending. Okay. Just FYI. Okay. So for the rest of November, we have the energy of carriage, a journey, either physical or mental. It's going to leave you wiser at the end. Okay. But you are going on some sort of a trip. Make sure you're paying attention to your health this month. We don't want you to come down with the C word. Okay. And then we have Eagle. Triumph over troubles and obstacles. Alice, gotcha. All right. It looks like we've got kind of a mixed bag for the rest of November. some sort of a trip or a journey. Make sure you're paying attention to your health. That could also be spiritual ascension. When you go through your first couple of rounds of spiritual awakening, it can feel like you have the flu, but you don't. And it's really frustrating, but it's just your physical body trying to catch up to what's going on with your 5D body. You're going to have some wins with triumph over obstacles, but you're also going to be kind of in 9 of Swords energy. A lot of fear, a lot of worries over something here. But at the end of the day, we do have luck on your side and great good fortune, okay? So November is going to be kind of a mixed bag. I feel busy, like you're going to be busy, and there's going to be some sort of situations that are going to keep you feeling really tense about things. But we do have victory here. We do have triumph. Now, in December, we have changes coming in. We have the moon. Changes in your life, dealings or a relationship with a man. And it's time to go out and have fun, because I feel like you're really, in December, you're going to be hyper fixated or focused on your career. And it is going to pay off for you, because we do have you are highly thought of. So I do think you're going to be meeting somebody new, somebody who's going to allow you to remember what it's like to have fun, you know? A lot of times with these spiritual connections, these karmic connections, twin flame connections, they're really heavy. And we forget what it's like to be in a normal relationship where it's just light and you can have fun and go out and do things. So that's what I see coming in December. Career, good stuff. Relationship, good stuff. Now in January is where things kind of start to go awry. In January, you're going to have some issues with your family. Melly, got you. Thank you. We got 7 spots left. You're going to have some issues with your family. We then have, but you are going to have money, okay? Period of prosperity and abundance. So all of this hard work you're putting into your career in December is going to pay off come January. However, we do have someone leaving your life here, and I do think it's this romantic connection you're meeting in December. And it just looks like your career is taking off, honestly, because we have an exciting event, and then we have you should accept valid criticism. So what's interesting here in the overall energy is we have wreath and chair filled. So while you do have a connection that is ending in January, and there is sorrow over this loss with the wreath card, someone new is going to enter your life as well, probably toward the end of January, beginning of February. So you're not going to be single for very long. You're going to have options, okay? Now, with that being said, I was telling this story last night on the 3-card pull for the individual 3-card pulls for the members last night. And it brought up a memory of how I had gotten a tarot reading from someone that I just really liked on TikTok. And she had, in the reading, she had told me, you're going to meet someone and it's going to be great because you're not going to have to do anything. This person is going to put in all of the work. They're going to come up to you and approach you. And, you know, all you have to do is kind of receive. And I was like, oh, that sounds amazing. That sounds amazing. Right. So one night I'm sitting, it's late. It's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I couldn't sleep. So I was sitting outside and this guy walks up and I was like, I really don't want to talk to you. Like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Like, I was very dismissive of him. And he was like, I'm just trying to talk to you. Like, can you please? And I was just like, okay, fine. What? And he was like, what kind of work do you do? And so I told him I was a tarot reader. And he was like, oh, he's like, is that why you have the different ring lights in your apartment? And I looked at him like, what? Dude works at the Masonic Temple across the fucking street, and he was watching me like a goddamn stalker, okay? So no, I didn't have to do anything, but that's who came in. That's who came in for me. That was the guy that she was predicting. So just because a tarot reader predicts that someone is going to come toward you doesn't mean you're going to want them. Just saying, okay? I had somebody get all up in arms because they were like, I did not meet the love of my life. And you said in the 3-month reading that I was going to meet someone. I was like, yeah, it could be a homeless person. Just because, you know, someone is going to show interest in you doesn't mean that you're going to reciprocate. It just means someone is coming into your awareness that is going to show interest. So I'm not saying you're going to meet the love of your life, but you do have somebody coming in. Okay? All right. So, with that being said, let's see. Okay. Yeah, I did the 3-card pull. You guys are on a revolving list. You're not going to get a reading every week. I do 15 people every week. So when it's your turn, the email is sent out. But you're not going to get it. You're not going to get a reading every week. Have it on a list. And Alex doesn't wake up until like noon most days. Never expect a response from her until like afternoon, evening. All right, Spirit, what's coming up next in love for Stephanie, please? Next in love for Stephanie. All right, so it looks like you're dealing with a karmic flame, a karmic twin flame. In other words, it's not the real thing, but you know, the intensity of the connection is there and it's there to teach you. All right, so the first card out is separation. So you're both kind of like missing each other here. We have the energy of teasing, you know, so they could be coming in with some flirtation, you know, a little sexting energy. And I think when this happens, you're trying to find balance. You're trying to stay in your own lane. You're trying to kind of glide through life here. And there's a really strong desire to learn from the past and to not make the same mistakes. There's a desire to make new memories here, but you're both pretty guarded toward the other one. And so I don't see it really moving forward until they put a huge offer on the table with engagement ring. Now, overall energy, we have twin flames and karmic relationships. So we're dealing with a karmic flame. Not meant to be together, but it's a very powerful connection that's there for you to learn from and then eventually walk away from it. That's the whole point of karmic relationships, twin flame or not. While this is kind of unfolding with this person, you might be doing a little bit of over shopping. I think you're also telling your friends about this, like they're back and, you know, let's see how things go. You could be trying, like we have the energy here of mall crawl. So maybe that's your perfect, or your own personal little toxic trait, right? You tend to be an over shopper to make yourself feel better. Now, when it comes to this connection, I mean, it's karmic. So this person will always return. It may not be for years at a time. It may not be for months at a time. But at some point, they will always return because it's karmic. But what does that mean? They will also always leave. So toward the end here, we have playing the field in Try Me. So as this connection is kind of unfolding, there's been a big offer. You probably accept it. They're still playing the field. They're still meeting and dating other people, still talking to other people. They're being a player or they're playing games, okay? I think you're going to find this out and you're going to be really upset about it. We have Try Me. So it's a card that talks of someone like being like, the answer is no, you're on the chopping block. I'm over this. I'm fed up. Things have to change. And they are going to make you an even bigger offer because then we get wedding rings and made with love. So it's like they keep trying to make up for it. But at the end of the day, you realize they're just a cheater and you're just so done with the secrecy. You're just so done with this person not making you a priority. They probably don't want to post you online. It could even be something where they're like, don't tell anybody we're together. Let's just see how things go, which of course makes us realize like we're not actually that important to them and they want to have an escape plan from the connection. So this is probably what's happening in December And then come the end of January, you probably will be meeting somebody else. So that's that, unfortunately. Sorry, boo-boo. Karmic relationships are awful. Let's just keep it real. They're extremely painful, but painful for a reason, so that we can learn. Okay. All right, Spirit. What message of wisdom or guidance does Stephanie need to receive at this time? You do have a tower moment coming because we do have a change in the wind here. And then we have deep knowing. So really try to lean into your intuition as this tower moment is coming in. And we got message in a bottle reversed. So communication. Let's see what's up. Okay. Are you refusing to acknowledge the signs because you want things as you want them? Jillian, gotcha. We got 6 spots left. Red flags are pretty decorations for you, red flags are not pretty decorations for you to admire. They are warning you for a reason. If something doesn't sit right with you, trouble could be hiding in the bushes. Don't ignore the signs. Spirit always has your best interest at heart and will draw your attention to what you are overlooking. So yeah, it's this person coming back in for communication, but you don't want to see the red flags. You want things as you want them. And I get it. I've been there. I'm sure we've all been there, where somebody returns and we're madly in love with them and we just want things to work out. And so we're willing to ignore red flags. And it always comes back to haunt us, doesn't it? So Spirit is saying, don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Don't put yourself in a situation where ignoring stuff is going to come back to bite you in the ass. Okay. So that is what I have for you, darling. I hope it was helpful and insightful and brought you some clarity. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Okay. Alice, you're up next. Let me know what kind of reading you want. Hello, hello. Do I choose? Wasn't sure. Okay, so for the 15, you can do 2 questions, or we can do the messages from the X and the 6-card oracle. So the 6-card oracle is this. It's this deck, and it basically just tells you what's going on with your person. So you can do 2 questions, or we can basically do like a little check-in on the person you're separated from. Okay. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Why not? All right, Spirit. Please tap into the energy between Alice and Cody. What would Cody want to start? What's going on for Cody? What's going on for Cody in the 3D? What's going on for Cody? It does look to me like he was pursuing somebody here, but he got friend zoned. It's making him feel sad, pissed off. So the reason I say that is we do have advice from friends, friend zoned, shame, okay? Honestly, what I'm seeing here is like him being interested in someone in his friend group. Yeah. And honestly, what I feel is like this person was like, obviously like, we can be friends, but I'm not interested in pursuing anything romantic with you. And then we have him being selfish, like, no. If we're not going to date, like, I don't want to be friends with you. So this rejection situation, I think, has him kind of thinking about you. Because we have, I want you back and watching tarot. For me, that's just like, I don't think most of these people actually watch tarot to see what's going on with you and your connection. I don't think that. I'm sure some do, but not everybody. So for me, that's more an energy of like just trying to get more information somehow, some way. We then have overwhelmed and ex issues. So definitely thinking of you now that he's been rejected, which I don't really like. It's kind of rude, but okay. And let's get some messages. Yeah, there are 6 spots left on the list. Messages from Cody for Alice, please. I'm making changes for the better, but I'm battling inner demons. We're tapped in, baby. You inspire me in so many ways. I'm done playing games. The chemistry between us is off the charts. I feel lost without you. I didn't mean what I said. I act like I don't care when deep down I really do. You are the first thing in my mind when I wake up in the morning, and please don't move on. Wow. Obsessed much? And we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. The only thing I don't like is that he's feeling this way because he got rejected by somebody else. And he's like, okay, where's Alice? Fucker. Anyway, that's what I have for you, honey. Yeah, I feel the nausea. All right. Melly, you are up next, honey. What kind of reading would you like? You're welcome. Thank you for liking the live, guys. Appreciate it. Is Melly still here? Also, is it freezing where y'all are at? It's fucking cold. It's so cold. No, Melly? Oh, there she. Yeah, you can do 3 questions. I don't remember what the other options are, honestly. Oh yeah, 3 questions, or you can do what's next in love or what's next in life or a spiritual message. Up to you. Yeah, I'm seeing your messages come through now. For some reason, there was a lag. I can see your comments now. What's next in love? Okay. Do you want what's next in love between you and another person, or do you just want what's next in love in general? Just in general? Okay. Okie doke. All right, Spirit, please tap into the energy of Melly. What is coming up next in love for Melly, please? What is coming up next in love for Melly? Okay. You know, I think when I say karmic relationship, you know exactly who this person is. So the first card out was Paradise. So this person is going to come in, or back in, I should say, as you're going through a period of like happiness, expansion, joy. You're focused on you. You're making moves in your career. You're thinking about where you want to go from here. You're feeling good. You're feeling open, expansive, right? That's also like Sagittarius vibes. And we're just about to enter Sagittarius season. So it's like, as you're doing all of those things, all of these things, and you're feeling amazing, you're feeling good, that's when this person starts to miss you. They probably feel your energy pulling away from them, and then they start thinking about you. They start missing you, nostalgia. There's a desire to make some new memories here. And then we have the energy here of love, unconditional love. You know, so this person's going to come in, and they're going to love bomb you a bit. Heart with a key. You know, you feel like you guys are finally on the same page. Things are going well. But this person has a little bit of control issues around you, because we also have the energy here of sunglasses. So this person is watching you online. They're looking to see what you're posting. Yeah. Looking to see what you're posting. That feels really important. Okay. I mean, it doesn't work out, as all karmic cycles don't work out for a reason. They're not supposed to. It does end with some sort of a betrayal here, and you realizing that this person is truly wicked. In other words, they've got two sides to their personality. On the one side, they're very charming. They're very exciting. But on the other side, they look out for number one. They do what pleases them in that moment. Whether or not somebody else gets hurt doesn't really matter to them. And I do have you heartbroken by this. You're deeply hurt, very sad. But I also don't see you letting it get you down for too long, because then we have the Phoenix. You enter a new phase. You're recovering. You're going through a renewal process. Of course, with every situation that's painful, it takes us a while to kind of integrate and to move forward. And so we do have this mixture of, we have girl with popcorn and rocking it. So girl with popcorn is an energy of overdoing something. It's escapism. So to get over something, you might find yourself over shopping, overeating, over drinking, overdoing something to kind of compensate for whatever is going on within, the sadness that's going on. But again, it doesn't keep you down for very long. You're able to find your confidence again and to move forward. And I think, you know, kind of as this separation, the pain of this breakup is kind of winding down, you're looking really closely at the connection, and I think things are going to be revealed to you here. Things are going to come to light, and you're going to kind of find that inner strength to adapt, to change, to heal, and coming to a better understanding of why this person has done this to you, why this person came into your life, what they awakened, what this person caused to kind of come up from the shadow so that you can heal it. And as you're doing that and getting through this breakup situation and starting to move on, coming to greater clarity, and that's when they come back in. Karmic relationship, and I like you. Someone likes you, romance is blooming, fun flirting, want a date. So, and that's the nature of karmic relationships. They'll always come back. Typically when you're feeling good, they'll always come back. But on the other side of that, what does that mean? They'll also always leave. So that's what I see here. I see a couple of cycles with a karmic relationship. And when it comes to karmic relationships, it's up to you. You decide when it's done. You decide when you've had enough lessons and you're ready to leave this behind. You have to be the one to decide that. And the whole purpose of karmic relationships, we've had a past life with this person. And so there is karma from the previous lifetime that needs to be cleared out. So, and that is why the relationship is cyclical. It's never going to work out. But they come in so that we can clear out the karma, do the healing, and leave them behind. Not fun, but it is what it is. So that's what I have for you. I hope it resonated. Morning, Christina. Okay, Jillian, you are up next. Extended X reading. What's their first name? Brian. Okay. Ooh. welcome, honey. All righty. Spirit, please tap into the energy between Jillian and Brian. What's going on for Brian? It does look like he's getting ready to move on with somebody else here. But the energy of you and your guys' relationship is still kind of with him as he's trying to move on with somebody else. So we have the energy here of distance. So there's definitely some sort of emotional distance between the two of you. He's feeling a little sneaky about something, so he's not being completely honest with this person that he's pursuing. We also have unexpected situations, so maybe he didn't expect to want to commit to this person, but there is mutual feelings between them. And then we have proposal, but like I said, kind of lingering in the background is this energy of stuck on an ex. So I do think he is trying to move on, but there's still this Jillian and Brian energy that's kind of still with him as he's trying to move on. We do have the energy of family drama. So he is going through, Thanksgiving is next week, right? So it makes sense that there's like some sort of familial situation, but the toxicity or the problems that are happening in this family drama situation is wanting him to kind of isolate with his person, okay, with bonding time. So I do see him making efforts to move on, but you're still there, kind of lingering in the background. And that's kind of what he's going through. All right, so let's get some messages. Messages from Brian, please. Messages from Brian to Jillian. Yeah, space. I need to take a step back because I'm still figuring out what I want. Messages from Brian, please. I'm not ready to talk. I will only push you away, defensive, but I also can't be apart from you much longer. Yeah, let's see, before I start making assumptions. As more time passes by, I feel a deeper void without you in my life. Miss you. I'm unavailable. Taken. And I'm staying away from you because the last thing I want to do is hurt you. So again, it's this desire to like be with you again, but at the same time, it's like, it's almost like he feels there's no point because he's not ready to settle down. He's not ready to make, to make a solid commitment to you. He still wants to date and see other people, but your energy sticks with him. Messages from Brian, please, for Jillian. I find you incredibly attractive. I feel you, but I'm intimidated by you. And then we also have, this is the end. Messages from Brian, please. Thank you. I will find my way back to you one day. Yeah, I dive in and out of relationships. So this is someone who loves the honeymoon phase, and that's all they really are interested in. They only want the sexy, the fun, the new, and that's it. As soon as it gets to that place where it's more calm, things are pretty stable, but the excitement is gone, they're out. They feel like they need that excitement. And there was someone interfering in our relationship, so he was interested in someone else while you guys were together. Okay. All right. Okay, I'll let you know when it comes through. Messages from Brian, please. I'm sending you loving energy. Can you feel it? Obstacles. And then we have silent treatment. So the no communication is probably going to continue for a while. We do have twin flame journey. And then, then we have I'm done playing games. Are you though? I ran away because I feel like I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. And Spirit is saying there are still repetitive cycles here, okay? So even if he came back today and you guys got together, it would still be just this watching the same movie over and over again, you know? Oh, let's tap into the shadow here. Let's get into the hurtful deck, but it's important to know what we're dealing with. All right, Spirit. What are Brian's true intentions and feelings, please? I know you're watching me, so if you are watching them online, they're aware. Your body language says so much. All right. Your Cash App just came through, darling. Got you. I don't know how to let you go. So still holding on to your energy. What are the true intentions and feelings of Brian, please? Yes, it is. Yeah, they just feel like it's too late, like it's over. I understand you better now. Anything else? I can still see you standing there, which I don't like. I don't like that energy. I was careless with you, but I don't really know you. The reason why I don't like I can still see you standing there is it's an energy of like they remember the day they left, but also they know you're still waiting. It's an energy of, I know you're waiting for me. I can still see you standing there. I know you're waiting on me. Rude. All right, Spirit, what is coming up next, please, in the connection between Jillian and Brian? What is coming up next between Jillian and Brian? What is coming up next between Jillian and Brian, please? Jillian and Brian. Yeah. There might be communication at some point, but I don't really see it moving beyond that. This looks more like someone who is kind of doing the mind game thing. Like you might hear from them every once in a while, and then you don't hear from them for weeks or months. Because I'm not seeing a full-on reconciliation. And it looks mostly like the top line is girl talk. So you're hanging out, you know, spending time with friends. We have meow. You're having fun. You're trying to just live your life. We have the energy here of coffee cup, and then we have the energy of staying in. You know, it's just very like on your own, living your life kind of energy. And then we have the twin flame card. Next, we have kisses and then frigid. So it's almost this feeling just between you of like one person has unconditional love and the other one is completely cold toward the other one. And I think that's just energy. Because I don't have any cards that say like communication or anything like that. And then we have self-indulgence and girl with popcorn. So self-indulgence is a card of there's a need to do shadow work, especially on your escapism tendencies, your addictions, whether that's over shopping, overeating, over smoking, over whatever, over exercising, over sleeping, whatever it is, there is a need to do some shadow work on your escapism tendencies. And then we have heart with a key in the Phoenix. At some point in the coming months, you're going to start to feel more ready to move on, more ready to open yourself up to a new connection. And I think that's what that is. Overall energy, we do have somebody coming in brand new in the future here, but you're still pretty heartbroken over this Brian situation. So I would say it's just a time for taking care of yourself. It's a time for leaning into your shadow work, leaning into just nurturing yourself, feeling the pain, but also starting to let it go. I don't really see him making any efforts to come forward. Okay. Not at this time. Could always change. But you will meet someone new eventually, but there's still this energy of being heartbroken. So I would really take some time to work on you and to kind of make peace with what has happened here. Okay. Slowly but surely. Alex doesn't wake up until like 12 o'clock, guys. Alex will email you in the afternoon. Alex literally sleeps until like 11 or 12. She's not here. All right. Jennifer. I think that's your first name. Pretty sure. Sounds good, Jillian. All right. Jennifer. Okay, cool. So we're doing, was it an X reading? The extended X, is that what we're doing? I mean, you're kind of going to get that with the what's next in love. We'll see if it's the X coming back. But the main purpose of the love extended is you find out what's going on in their 3D world. You get messages from them, and then we see what's coming up next in the connection. But we could do like a general what's next in love instead of just focusing on them. And then we could see if somebody new or it's just the ex returning. Does that kind of work for you? Yeah? Okay. I just need the name of the ex, their first name. David. Okay. Okay. All right. Spirit, please tap into the energy between Jennifer and David. What's going on for David? One of you could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. If not, one of you is in this energy, fire sign energy, like passionate, fiery. David's kind of in nasty energy, I'm going to be honest. Like very victim, negative energy. I do think you are going to get some sort of an apology from him here, but he's going to keep his distance is how I'm feeling. Like it's like you get communication, you get an apology, but it almost feels empty. You know what I mean? Like it almost feels like they're doing it just to do it. Like very closed off. Not kind, not empathetic, not compassionate, just like they're apologizing to have your attention, but kind of being an asshole about it at the same time. It's very weird. It's my ex used to be like that. He would do that. Like to communicate so that he could have attention, but there was no emotion there. It was so odd. We then have synchronicity. So he's seeing lots of like 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, that kind of thing. He's also very much in his head, overthinking situations. We then have fire sign energy along with dreamy. So he might be having dreams of you or dreams of random things. Overall energy, we do have heavy conversations and negativity. So yeah, I mean, you very well could hear from him, but it's very much going to be like, it's almost this feeling of like, I don't really want to be talking to you, but I don't have anybody else to talk to, you know? Like very dismissive. Like dick energy, you know? It's almost like I want to make you feel low or I want to make you feel bad because I feel bad. Like feel bad with me. He's looking for like a commiserator in his negativity. Ooh. Sorry, I hate that. All right, let's get some messages from this a-hole. You know what it is? It's like teenager. It's like that teenage angst. Like when you have that kid in your house who's like, life doesn't work out for me. Nothing ever works out for me. I'm angry. I want to listen to Rage Against the Machine, you know, and they want like the parent or the other person to like understand them. Be sad with me. The fuck? Go to therapy, honestly. My God. But it's that kind of vibe. Sorry. I hate it. Messages from David, please. Well, he's definitely seeing somebody too. So if he does reach out, just be aware that he's involved with someone in some capacity. Okay. All right, so we do have the energy here of home. You're the missing puzzle piece that makes me feel that I'm right where I belong. There we go with the childish energy. Embarrassed. I know I acted childishly and I don't know how to approach you now. Lessons. I didn't know what I had until you were gone. Lesson learned. I'm taken. I'm unavailable. I don't know what's happened between us. If you're confused, I'm confused too. But feeling trapped pushes me away. Please give me space. God, it's such like a teenager. You don't understand me, Mom. Just leave me alone. No, you can't be in my room. Get out. You know, it's like such teenage angst, like so immature. I can't be a part of me much longer, but I don't know, you know? Okay, David. All right. I find you incredibly attractive. There is so much I want to tell you. You're always on my mind. But Spirit is saying this is a one-sided relationship, okay? You're going to be the one putting into this connection. He won't. And he's also saying you deserve better than me, and destiny is taking us down different paths. So you see what I mean? It's very just teenager. Like, no, I don't want that. And then looking back to see like, but are you going to chase me? Like, are you going to give me attention? There's so much I want to tell you. You're always on my mind, but destiny is taking us down different paths. You deserve better than me, but are you coming? You know what I mean? Like, ugh. Jealous and possessive, and I'm not ready. Okay. Okay. I ran away because I felt like I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. I'm done playing games. Spirit is saying this, you are on a twin flame journey. Now, it doesn't mean it's the real thing. It could be a catalyst, a karmic, or a false twin. I'm faced with constant reminders of you, and there will be more repetitive cycles between you if you choose to reconcile. I wish you knew how grateful I am to have met you, but silent treatment, okay? Ugh. All right, let's look in the shadow. Let's see. All right, Spirit, show us David's true intentions, please. Show us David's true intentions and feelings toward Jennifer. Yeah, teenager. I'm telling you. I don't need your approval. Doesn't that sound like a friggin' teenager, like some rebellious teenager? I don't need your approval. Anyway, I don't know how to let you go. I'll stop, I promise. Messages from David, please. I hate you, Dad. I just can't. I lied to you. Leaving you hurt me too, and I wondered how far this would go. In other words, I wondered how far you would let me push your boundaries. I scared myself that day, and I'm different now. Anything else? I hope I will see you again. Yeah. There is a desire to reconcile at some point in the future. But still, what did you want from me? I don't know. Common decency, compassion, empathy, commitment. Pretty standard procedure for a relationship. But anyway, I understand you better now. Okay, so let's see what's coming up next between you. All right, Spirit, what is coming up, please, between Jennifer and David? What is coming up, please, between Jennifer and David? Oh, it's a lot of cards. It's a lot. So this is going to be like a very long time frame. Probably over the next year, 2 years. Yeah, I'm just seeing cycles. So, yeah. So we have girl talk, you talking to your friends about this situation. We also have the energy of Wicked. So his energy hasn't changed. He still looks out for number one. On the one side, he's very charming. On the other side, he's a betrayer. We have you still healing from this connection. And then we have him returning, but he's a runner. Okay. Runner in a codependent relationship. And then we have him coming in with teasing, You could be trying to manifest him back. Nothing wrong with that. And then we have, because we have abundance. So manifesting exactly what you want. So he comes in with like this teasing, flirty energy. But I don't see a full-on reconciliation for this cycle because we have Hand of Cards and the Siren. So this is someone who I think he's going to take a chance or a risk on somebody that he sees as very spicy. He probably is going to ghost or stop talking to you for a while. That's not going to work out. He's going to come back in and be like, we could be amazing together. Let's do this. Let's build an empire. Let's have babies. And then, putting a big old offer on the table. And then we have the Phoenix. So it's a new phase. It's a rekindling. But again, he kind of leaves you in the lurch. At least he might be there physically, but you're going to feel alone. Have you ever been with someone and been in the same room, but you felt alone because they just were not there? They were off somewhere else in their mind. And then we have Girl with Popcorn because there's a sense of wanting to escape, overeating, over drinking, right? And then overall energy, there is passion here, there is chemistry, but then we have Not Today. It's almost like, yeah, there's chemistry. The bedroom is lit, but I don't want to deal with the rest of it. That could be your energy. That could be his energy. So there's just a lot of back and forth, but this dude is just not emotionally available. He's also not emotionally mature. So you're going to end up being the mommy girlfriend, taking care of them in a parental way. And that's what they want. That's what some men want. They want a mommy. And that's definitely the vibe that I pick up with this dude. So I'm not saying not to reconcile. Do you, baby? It's your life. I'm just a friggin' tarot reader on YouTube. I'm just telling you what I see, and I don't see everlasting happiness here. But it's up to you. It's your life. We're here to support you no matter what you choose. Okay? Just be prepared. And that's what I have for you. I hope it helped. Anything on you guys? I didn't see anything new. Nothing new. I just saw him coming back and forth. Which is pretty typical because when you're holding space for someone, you can't really call in the love of your life because there's no room. There's no room. So it's kind of like, let's say you have a room in your house, right? And in it, it's filled to the brim with all of the memories, all of the emotions, all of the daily thoughts about this past person, right? But that's your love room. So if it's filled to the brim with all of the ex stuff, you're holding space for the ex, ain't nobody can get their stuff in there. You can't move on. You can't start up a new relationship. You could start a relationship with somebody at the same level as them. Sure. You could find a Mr. right now. Sure. But when it comes to big love takes up a lot of space. Can't fit in there because it's filled to the brim with David's shit. See what I'm saying? So as long as you're still holding space for someone, there's no room. You can't call in the big love. You can't call in the love of your life. You can call in somebody regular, somebody short-term, because they're not going to have their stuff in that room for very long. So you could squeeze and find some space in there. But if you want big love, if you want the love of your life, someone who is going to fight for you and fight for the relationship, ain't no room. There's no room for that person. So. Well, it takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. And there's a lot of self-development stuff that has to happen in the interim because you have to change your energy. You have to realize that you deserve better. And that takes work. It's not just, I'm going to decide that I'm hot now. I'm going to decide that I deserve, it's not that simple. There's a lot of shadow work. There's a lot of childhood wounding that has to happen. There's a lot of parental stuff that we have to look at in order to heal that part of ourselves to be able to invite or call in something better than what we've seen or experienced. Capiche? It's a process. So, you're welcome, honey. Megan, I don't know. I don't know who the ex was. I don't remember, honestly. All right, I want which reading would be helpful, and Megan cards would close it out, but I don't know if it's my recent traumatic relationship or my ex. Who is now wanting a committed relationship with me and has been supportive of the trauma I just went through. You're welcome, Jennifer. I can jump back for the live session later. Just don't know which option to pick for a reading for more clarification. Probably just the one question, which I think is it's $10 for one question. Because the $5 one is the yes or no. So if you want to send payment now, it's fine. I'll hang out. No big. I'm guessing it's, if we're talking about, if the reading was about a close up or a closing out, then I'm guessing it was the traumatic relationship. But I would, the ex, if the ex has just come back or just reconciled, they're being supportive because they're trying to reconcile. It could be a facade, you know. But I'm going to guess that it's not the traumatic relationship. It's probably the one that's being closed out. That would be my assumption. Assumption. Anyway, how are you guys? We'll give her a few minutes. How's life? You guys can come over and join us in the private groups. We'd love to have you. Just paid on CashApp for the 10. Okay. So the question is, who's leaving, essentially? Got you, Janine. Whoa. Chill out. Chill out. All right. Who is the person that is leaving Megan's life? Who is the person? Jeez, did we just get a shit ton of readings? Yeah. Okay. Grease. Gotcha. All right. Things look good with the ex. So I'm assuming that it's the person you had the traumatic relationship with. Sorry, I'm getting a ton of notifications and it's like rewiring my brain. So we have the Ace of Pentacles here. So a big offer coming from someone that's very tangible. We also have the Page of Wands, is exciting communication. And then we have Five of Cups in the reverse. So I would say overall energy, we have the Three of Pentacles wanting to work together on things. And then we have the Three of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. Someone who's stable, someone who's loyal. That's the King of Pentacles. I would say it's the traumatic relationship that is leaving. Five of Cups in the reverse. You could still be kind of trapped in this. Yeah, I mean, it looks good with, I think this is the ex. But Five of Cups in the reverse, it talks of being trapped in grief. So if you're still recovering and grieving from the traumatic relationship, yeah. No, it looks like this other person, I don't know, the King of Pentacles can be an Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. It doesn't have to be their sign, but that's the energy that they're in. Feeling loyal, stable, and committed. I think it's the traumatic relationship that's leaving. Especially if you have no contact, no communication with that person. Yeah, looks good on my end for the ex. That's what I would say. Okay. Got you. Well, yep, that would certainly put you in traumatic energy, and I'm sorry that happened to you. But yeah, the X looks good. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm glad he worked on his own stuff. That's rare. That is very rare. All right. Janine, you are up next. Let's put the music back on. I'll ask, but I typically don't do legal questions because I don't want to get sued. I typically don't do health, legal, or pregnancy. Outcome of my divorce. Will Janine's divorce? Well, okay. How to phrase it? Will the outcome of Janine's divorce be in her favor? Will it be in her favor? Will this outcome be in her favor? I think it's going to be balanced. I don't think you're going to get a ton from it. And what Spirit wants you to focus on right now is the fact that you're going to have your freedom. I don't know if your ex was abusive at all, but I do see you walking away from a possibly abusive situation with the Five of Swords in reverse. Five of Swords talks about someone who's a bit of a bully. They can be verbally or emotionally abusive. And then we have the Six of Swords moving on to calmer waters. That's what they want you to really value over any kind of money or house situation, is that you're going to be receiving your freedom, okay? As far as the outcome, we do have the Two of Pentacles. So I do think it's going to be balanced. It's going to be fair for the both of you, okay? It's going to be fair for the both of you. If you're looking in terms of custody, will Janine receive custody of her son in the divorce? Will Janine receive custody? Will Janine receive custody? One card. We'll just stop it. Will Janine receive custody of her son? It's going to be 50-50. We have the 8 of Wands in the reverse and the 7 of Cups. I got one upright, one reverse. So I think you're both gonna share custody, if that's what you're really wondering. Because again, 2 of Pentacles, it talks of balance. So I think you're gonna it's going to be very fair. You're going to get equal time. You know, I'm sure he might have to pay alimony or something like that. And it's going to be balanced. It's not going to be exorbitant. You probably won't be able to make a living off of it, but I feel like it's going to be fair. It's going to be balanced. Not as great as you would like, but it's also not going to be fucking terrible. So it's going to be equal, balanced, 50-50. So yeah, that's what I think. All right, Carice. What up? 50-50 is terrible. Yeah, sorry, honey. It's really hard to get full custody. Really hard. You pretty much have to prove that that person is like an active drug addict in order to get full custody. My ex and I tried really hard to get full custody of his daughter. And it was a fucking battle. I've been struggling to get into a relationship. Stop looking. That's really the answer, is to stop looking. That's when everything happens. You know, sometimes we get too laser focused and we're manifesting, and the universe doesn't have any room to deliver the things that you've been asking for. And so when you're too laser focused on something, nothing happens and you keep attracting stuff. What is it about the relationship that you want? Do you want someone to take care of you? Are you looking for someone to distract you? What is it that you think you're going to get from being in a relationship that you don't currently have? I'll ask about the promotion, but I am curious what you think you're going to get from a relationship, friendship, and building a life together. So here's the thing. You have to embody the energy of what you want to attract, right? So if you find that you're dating, and this goes for everybody, this is just general advice. If you find that you're dating, you're looking for that soulmate vibe, and you're just not finding it, there's something about the way you treat yourself or the way you view yourself that is not allowing you to attract someone who is also looking for a partner, a lifelong partner. So when we think about loyalty, right, we want someone that's going to show up for us. We want someone who's going to keep their promises and want to invest in us, right? So when was the last time you kept a promise to yourself? Really, when was the last time? If you want someone who's going to keep promises to you, you've got to keep your promises to yourself. You have to value yourself. So if you're looking for someone stable, how are you being stable in your own life? Because you can only attract from where you are. So if you feel unstable, if you feel unsure, if you feel worried or nervous that you know you're never going to find anyone, that's what you're going to attract. So if you start working on yourself, you start working on building an empire, taking care of you, treating yourself as though you are your own soulmate, then your person will come in. But sometimes you got to do the inner work first. I end up keeping promises to my son. Exactly. So, all right, let's talk about the promotion. All right, Spirit, should Carice apply for the promotion? Should Carice apply for the promotion? No, too soon. We get the Knight of Wands, Page of Swords reversed. And then in the overall energy, we do have the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. So instead of applying for this promotion, the universe wants you to focus on taking back control of your own life, doing the inner work, focusing on your home, focusing on your goals, your son, really putting the time and the effort into taking back control of your own personal life. It's not the right time to apply for this promotion, okay? I still work out every day and don't do it. So, yeah, in order to attract someone who values you, we have to first value ourselves. Otherwise, if we don't value ourselves, if we put ourselves on the back burner, if we put ourselves as our lowest priority, we're going to attract someone who puts us as their lowest priority. It all starts within, guys. It all starts within. So, how can Carice begin to attract someone who is more committed? What's the path here? What would you like her to know about attracting someone who is more committed? Yeah. All right. Okay, so we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. It's time to get out of any kind of self-pitying energy that you find yourself in. Stop being sad about your life or your love life and get busy fixing it. We then have the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is the most romantic card in the deck, but it's also a big indicator of a need for self-love. And self-love, it really isn't bubble baths and, treat yourself. That's a part of it, but that's not all of it. Self-love has a lot to do with reparenting yourself, holding yourself accountable, but also being committed to you and to your growth and to your well-being and to your nurturing. And I see this a lot with moms. I have a lot of coaching clients who are mothers, and they got nothing left to give to themselves at the end of the day because the kids need them, right? And that's not the kids' fault, but it's also not sustainable. These moms struggle because it's not sustainable. So there needs to be a better balance between making yourself a priority, fully committing to yourself so that you can show up better for your children. And I think if you're able to reframe it that way, in that sort of a mindset, I'm taking care of me so I can be a better mom. There's a lot less guilt that's attached to it when you do take time out for yourself. And then you're going to receive your justice, okay? You're going to receive your due rewards. But you have to, in order for someone to see you as a priority or to make you a priority, you first have to see yourself as a top priority, okay? So, perfect. Hooray! I'm glad it was helpful. All right, my loves, I love you so much. I'll see you tonight. I'll be back around 8 o'clock, and I will see you then, okay? I love you. See you soon. Bye.